Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Dad's shop. We're back out here at Dad's shop today, and I'm going to do a video on a couple of lanterns that I am going to be selling. I've got a couple lanterns out here that I'm going to be getting rid of, not because I necessarily want to, but I want to get a 55-gallon drum of white gas to use, because I go through 25 gallons of white gas a year, maybe even a little bit more than that. And we used to always buy our white gas from a store in Kelowna, Iowa, and that store no longer sells it at the store. You have to buy it in bulk, at least 55 gallons now. So I'm gonna buy a setup where I can have 55 gallons, because buying it for $6.50 a gallon as opposed to $17.50 a gallon, I'll end up saving myself a lot of money in the long run. But in order to do so, it's going to cost me a little bit of money to buy a barrel and fuel and a barrel rack and a spigot for filling our small cans and all that stuff. So I'm going to sell off a couple of the pieces that I've got here. One of them is a Coleman Centennial lantern, their 100-year Centennial. It's brand new in the box. We'll show that one second. The first one I'm going to show here is a really nice, super clean Model 220.
I'll get it.
It is December of 1966. I'll try to show the bottom of it. So if there's someone who's looking for their birthday lantern, it's 12 of 66. It is super clean, probably one of the cleanest lanterns that I own. It's got one little chip in the fountain right there, and one little kind of a scuff on the side. And then it's got a little bit of bale rash where the bale comes down and hits the front of it. It's got a little mark there. And then I'll show you the top of the vent. Has the typical, somebody tightened the nut down too tight. When it heated up, it chipped the top, but it's not bad. It's just right around the hole, but there is a little bit of porcelain missing there. But this thing is super clean. I don't even remember for sure where I bought this. I believe I bought it at an antique store, but I can't even remember for sure where I got it. But look at that Coleman sticker on there. It's perfect. A lot of them are cracked because they've shrunk up over the years, but this one's absolutely perfect. And we'll try to light it up. I've not had it lit for I think probably about a year. Last spring, I think I got this one in the spring last year, and I had it lit then, and it's just been sitting in my garage since then. And I'm going to sell it with the case. The case is in really good condition too. I guess I'll show that real quick. Case is really good condition, and I don't know if you can see the bottom of it. The case is actually a 10 of 77, so the case is newer than the lantern, but very nice case going to go with it. It does not have the funnel, which most of them usually don't, but the funnels are easy to find on eBay. You can get the correct funnel for this for about $15 if you watch, especially if you don't care about having the box with it. They're a lot cheaper, the ones that don't have a box, and if you're going to put it in the holder in there, you don't need the box with it. So all right, I pumped that up a little bit. It's been setting for probably a year. We'll see how easily this thing will light up here. I can hear it hissing, but it's not gurgling yet. Sometimes it takes about 20-25 seconds when they've been sitting for a long time to draw the fuel up. There, it's starting to. The valve all the way, and we'll give it a few more pumps here. That's not too bad for setting for a year. Plus, I should have shook it for you, but it sounds like it's got about a ½ inch of fuel in the bottom of it, but I did not add fuel to it because to ship it, it's got to be empty. So I'll take it home tonight and I'll light it back up, and I will run it till it runs out of fuel, and then I'll let it set for a couple days with the cap off to let the last little bits that's in there evaporate out of it. Okay, I'm back at home this evening now. Got the old 220F. I brought it home from Dad's today. Just sat it down underneath my bench out here in the backyard, and I have not messed with it since then. So I'm going to light it back up and burn it for a few hours tonight to try to burn the rest of this fuel out of here, because it's got to be clear empty if I'm going to ship it. So let's pump it up just a little bit, see how it lights up after it's only been sitting for a few hours since it was burning this morning. Just turn the tip cleaner once. Here we go, lit right back up again. Nice running lantern. We'll set it off to the side where you can still see it in the corner of the shot and get an idea of how good it runs while we're taking a look at this other lantern. I was also going to say, while I was working on that, I've had a few people ask about the lantern that I gave away when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I will post a couple pictures from the fellow. His name was Alex, and he was from California. I'm not going to give his full name, but his name is Alex and he's from California. So I'll put a picture up here or up there. He sent me some pictures of when he was unboxing it, how it was still wrapped up. It made the trip in one piece perfectly fine. He said the mantles that were on it didn't make the trip, but I had thrown a package of mantles in with it, so he had fresh mantles to put on it, and he said that it lit right up and burned perfect when he got it, so he was very happy with it. Here's the vent off of that. You can see it's brand new. This was the Coleman Centennial lantern. This particular one, I don't know for sure. My uncle bought it new, but it's got the packaging has, I don't know if that's Japanese. Yeah, I don't know if that's Japanese or what it is, but I kind of wonder if this was supposed to be for export, because it's even got this little sticker up here in the corner. So I'm wondering if this was meant to be for export, but the box shows a red vent, and this one came with a green vent. So I don't know, maybe someone will know if that meant that it was supposed to be an export model. But we'll get it out of the box and show it. It is still brand new. We'll pull it out of the box here. It is brand new. Never had fuel in it. Never even had the fuel cap taken off of it, I'll bet. Here's the bale that goes with it. I'm not gonna put it all together because I don't want to take the globe out of the cardboard. I don't want to take a chance of breaking this globe. But you can see the globe has Coleman Quick Light, Coleman Deluxe, Coleman Made in USA. It's got a bunch of their different logos from over the years on the glass. The glass is perfect. I have had it out of here once. I put it together. I went to a lantern show one time and I put it all together and set it with my lanterns at the lantern show. But I'm not going to take it apart now. I just hate to even do it because I hate to take the chance of chipping or breaking that glass. The fuel cap, I've never taken the fuel cap clear off, and I'll bet my uncle didn't either. He'd had no reason to, but you can see it is perfectly clean. It says, I guess it starts clear around here. On the collar it says 100 years Coleman on the collar. And it also has a little manila envelope down in the bottom of it. It's got the manual that came with it and the mantle for it that came with it when it was bought new. It's a single mantle lantern, so it's got a 1-pack mantle. That's the only time we've ever seen a 1-pack Coleman mantle before. Leo, get away from that box. We don't need dog chew marks on it. So we'll put this back in there. That'll go right back down. I'm guessing that manila envelope didn't come with it. My uncle probably put that stuff in there and put it back down in the bottom of it when he got it. He did buy it brand new. I'm not sure where he got it from. I would imagine he probably just bought it at Walmart or something. But the date on the bottom of it is May of 2000. So if that was somebody's birthday lantern, that'd be a pretty awesome birthday lantern to have. So both of these will end up on eBay. Like I said, I got a project that I want to do to get bulk fuel so that I can still get it at about $6 or $7 a gallon instead of $17 a gallon, and I'm gonna have to invest some money to do that. So I'm gonna sell off a couple of them to make some money to do that so that I can save some money in the long run. I'll put all this back in the box. They'll all be super carefully packaged. Every lantern that I've ever shipped has arrived in one piece in good condition. Doesn't mean that it'll always happen that way, but so far every one I've shipped has made it to its destination in one piece. I also will ship it with insurance on it so that if it does get damaged. I do want to show a little bit more. The box is not perfect. The edges are curled up a little bit. It sat in a garage. The whole time my uncle had it, it sat on a shelf in his garage, so it was in out of the weather, but it was not a heated garage. So it's just been sitting on a shelf since it was brand new. But you can see the box is good shape, but it's not absolutely perfect. And I am going to do some more research on both of these of what the going rates are for something in this good a condition and figure out what I'll set my reserve. I'll have a link to the auctions in the description of this video, and I will have a link to this video in the description of each of the auctions, so that if you find this on YouTube you can easily get to the auction to check it out. And if you find this on eBay, you can easily get to the video to see exactly what you're getting. So if you guys are interested in either one of these, be sure to check it out. And also next week, if I've got something coming in the mail, if it shows up by next week's video is going to be a pretty neat one, so stay tuned for that. It's something lantern related, but completely different than I've done before. And I think it's going to be a pretty neat video, so stay tuned for next week's video. If it arrives in the mail on time, it's going to be a pretty cool video, I think. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't already done so and you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and if you want to help support us, the best way you can do that is when the ads come up on these videos, just let them run. I know that they're annoying sometimes, but I go through and take about half of them out of each one of my videos, so you're only getting about half of what YouTube recommends to put in there. So if you want to help support our channel, just let those ads run and come on back next week. We'll have a video of something here for you to watch. Thanks for watching, folks. I kind of hate to get rid of that one.
Yeah, I do too. That's a nice lantern.
Yep.
But we've got a bunch of good lanterns too.
Yep. Sometimes you got to get rid of one you want to keep to
Well,
pay for something else.
It'll be worth it.